It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And 10. Here's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I mean, what more can you say about Lamar?
Yeah, man.
You know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. She's made by Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the open possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good. But you know, on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 42.
Well, the man's pretty simple.
Oh, my
Obvious,
goodness.
isn't it? He's got to make better decisions with the ball.
He wasn't even in
2
bounds.
interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Rolling to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after the first drive. They picked right where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson being chased out left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up second and 1. At the 5.
To throw again on second down. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. His pass caught with the... Wow. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
It's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Short, wide, skinny, whatever. It results in a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second down, Richard able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Let's go.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar. 63 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. time, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 21. Raiders 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr.
Run, man. I see.
Now he's going to go deep down the left. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the 6 years old, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position. And we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. It will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
How? I'm not hitting this.
With it complete.
Oh,
and past the 40.
Come on,
Before he's out of
boy.
bounds.
What is this?
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Down at the 26.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
22 yards.
Carr now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Got it
open man. It's Ruggs.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Carr.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Carlson on for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him in the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get in the 4th down.
In a 4th down.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Going right here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We got this.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Raven Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 38 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 75 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got this down to the 35.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allowed you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one in.
And that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And a Raider 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Las Vegas 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Today's
Offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Yeah, that was a good game, man. Right, 382. Yeah. Get some action, y'all. Come on now, man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers.
Mitch Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Carr now on first down. Looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Now Garoppolo lost the football. The Raiders pick it up. He's into the clear. The 40, 30, 10. He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a
couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Garoppolo on first down. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football,
get out of there.
give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. Get a little
And
confident.
he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was getting through ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 35.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Carr gives to Richard. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but before he takes it inside the 40. And that one, heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he has behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
At the 49ers 33-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Garoppolo now.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down.
On first down, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This ball's tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs.
And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing down. Let's go. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
So good.
Touchdown! George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Raiders 21, 49ers 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard rushing off defenders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing now is Carr. It's a screen to Richard. He stopped right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. First down, Jacobs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
20-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Stop.
All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. Here's Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And his throw here is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Let's go, man.
Intercept Garoppolo for his third time. Picked off at the 38. That pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive...
Let's fucking go, man. Way to bounce back. Let me see my opponent I just beat, man. I'll be right back, man. Let me go grab me something to drink, man. I'll be right back. If y'all haven't already, man, hit the like button. It ain't gonna hurt you guys to hit that like button. Shit. My bad about that, y'all. We back.
The NFL on EA EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, it was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by Waller out left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the Panthers' 16-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
At the 21-yard line.
They go play action. Bridgewater flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to power it in with Arma. And take it across. Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So now the Panthers making the decision. They're going to go for 2. And they go with McCaffrey. They're going to try and run. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Joey Slye to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr.
Oh, looking for Romer, but this is intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7.
Yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery. And a touchdown for the Panthers. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing on first down is Carr.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on second down. Carr had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be taken down. A sack back at the 32. Stephen Weatherly with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Carr now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was
on Bridgewater, intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the
there he goes on the side. Touchdown! Anderson, 75 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
carry.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brian Burns. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Carr flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. From the gun, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old Green remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Aguilar has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench, and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Raiders 29, Panthers 22. Daniel Carlson to kick off for us.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And down he'll go at the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go. Let us be. Turn up, B.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the interception here, Mariota rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Here's Jacobs from the gun. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mariota here to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeout.
He gone. Damn. Man, let's go, boys. He was ranked 257. We'll take that. Let's go. We knocking them down. With the Raiders. Y'all haven't already, please be sure and hit that like button, man.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play that time for the Raiders, 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
First and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
We talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Over the middle here to Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Gronkowski, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Two seconds to go, 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
First and 10 at the
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Nick Gronkowski. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
He was brought down by Levante David. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 12 yards that time at Las Vegas first. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And the Las Vegas first down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 50-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Mariota now from the 50, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs 30-yard line.
Jacobs now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Also the yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Raiders 14. Buccaneers, nothing. Daniel
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. To ground, this time complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin'.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a carry for Jacobs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Final play of the half here. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this 1st half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On play action, now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Brady now on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. That one and good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Brady. Flush to his right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones there to make the grab. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
He needed that, y'all.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Breaks it back to the post for a Buccaneer TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Ball comes back. And he's free going down the left side.
They
It's
are
a
not
foot
ready for
race.
us.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, D.
4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come.
He gone. 3rd straight opponent done tapped out. Let's go. Grab me some of this drink, man. I'll be right back. Keep the lock right here. Hit the subscribe button. Smoke Man is live.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Now, you're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Niners 7. Raiders nothing.
Take that!
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Jalen Richard now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 73 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and this is going to be intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Carr. And he'll hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of a yard. And this is third.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for runs. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 30 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And this carries into the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo.
What?
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside.
Man, let's go. Everybody tapping tonight. Man, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I got about 5 people in the chat tuning in. Goddamn it, hit the like button.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Here comes Richard on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. It's called. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end. He's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. On third and long, it's Carr. Looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drop.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
This is Elliott. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Carr. Looking for another one. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. There he goes, left side. That's right, baby. He takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 7-yard line. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right. He may try, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That's tough for them defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll buy some time right. Completes it right side to Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
first and 10.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it will result in a fresh set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll start with the option. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Cowboys.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Prescott. This will be caught at the 6. And they take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 7-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They go to Elliott again.
13-yard line.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Prescott's going to keep this. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally down at the 41-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 20! And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 49 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. The defense has the lead. He'll play for the pass first.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
2nd and 9.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
First down, Richard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long here for Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Aguilar has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw is Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. And Xavier Woods with a pick. He's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Here's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this all the way across the 40-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions. interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, they've gotten 4 interceptions in every game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's got it up and through.
31. Raiders 14. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Leave a comment stream, man, because I know you've been.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
It is what it is, though. We're getting it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Shout out to the C viewers in the chat, man. Man, the stream. Excuse me. But yeah, shout out y'all, man. like that. Can't get no more action. Wow. Don't look like we're gonna get no more action. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's keep this thing rolling.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Carr. And his first look is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call that a gain of 11. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Carr now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 2.
Come on here, man.
.21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd and 1, Carr eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's David Arnold picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Forced out to his left. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jacobs now. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
25-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh, man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Steps away. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Dang.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
They're on 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right.
Can't even click on it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
21. Raiders 7.
From the gun, Carr, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Now 2nd and goal.
To try again after the sack. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
My connection. Oh man, come on, EA. Man, they gave me that low. Oh man. Come on, man. Damn. man. Like the fluke shit. Finna cause me at the end of my stream. Man.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Someone put me out 'cause I can give it about what they say. They been searching for that thing that
Hope this shit work.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He may drop. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Max
Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. The 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And the Raven 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Ravens 0.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, here's the option. They throw it out right complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From midfield, here's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get him the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. One more time with Jacobs.
At the 12-yard line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted.
Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking, mate.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's the full number 4 overall, and Ford that got in there to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game.
This stream.
He's surviving back there.
And to
Losing a
think,
good game
there's
to
still a
Baltimore.
long way to go in this football game.
In a game, kicking Baltimore's ass.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He takes this one back into the end zone.
And just like that, I'm out.